Well, here we are. I missed the spring equinox. I knew it happened, but we're a little bit after that now, and definitely a change in atmosphere here. First, daylight savings time, a little longer evening, though darker in the morning, but it's still doable in the morning. And now we're actually seeing some warm weather. What happens with my house is if it's cold during the day, it is frigid at night. But if it's warm during the day and the sun is beating on it, then I can turn the heat off during the night and I'm actually quite okay because the house retains the heat that has come in. So that's been kind of nice. I'm not wearing, 4 or 5 layers at this point, maybe one or two. We might even get into the mid 70s tomorrow, which will be nice. I'm having a party here tomorrow, like a potluck, and I might have up to 12 to 14 people here. How they are going to fit into my house, I'm not sure, but we'll make it work. And if the weather's nice, I have some chairs on the dilapidated little porch here, and we'll just figure it out. Fortunately, all of us like each other, so that's hopeful. It's going to be a potluck. I started it off by saying I was going to have a vegetarian lasagna. So somebody else is making a meat lasagna. We're having cookies and blah, 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 all sorts of stuff. I've noticed that people always bring good stuff. We meet together a couple times a year. It's a group of women I've become friendly with, and it's nice. It's nice to have friends up here. It's taken me a little while. I think anytime you move to a new place, it takes a little while to get integrated, and I've met some really great people up here, really, really great. And you get into a group or into an activity and everyone else is doing it. It really ends up being a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to having my first party here. I'm also looking forward to having my shower fixed. It has not been working probably for the last 2 weeks. Something is wrong with the handle and the hot water's not coming out. I haven't been able to get it fixed yet, but not to worry. I have the cabin across the street, so I've just been going in there and taking a shower every day, and that's been fine. But I'm really grateful the weather's been warmer because it would be less fine if I was doing it and it's really, really cold. So end of the day, I pack up my pajamas, my bathrobe, my towel, take a quick shower, come back. So it's a very expensive second bathroom, but I'm grateful to have it. I did get new fixtures yesterday at Home Depot when I was out of the county, and looking forward to getting that done. And speaking of the cabin is actually just about finished. A couple more little things. We're doing some mud. I had to have the door frame fixed. So he was mudding that, and of course it was raining, and mud wasn't drying, and now he's really sick, but I think probably Tuesday he'll be back, and on Saturday I'm getting Starlink installed, and I have to get a bed. That's about it. Starlink, a bed, and some curtains. Then I think it's done. I will give you a tour. It looks adorable. I have a table and chairs. I have a little fold-out sofa. I have added a cabinet. I have dishes. Very nervous about this. I probably would have been less nervous if this hadn't taken so long, but the anticipation has been forever. It's not like I've been working on it nonstop. I've worked on it a little bit, or have hired somebody. I think last year and the year before I had worked on it each year for a total of about 3 weeks. So out of 52 weeks, maybe 3 weeks worth of work was done on it. And last year, same thing. This year, looks like it's going to, so far it's about 2 weeks, and we're already in spring. So I'm not quite sure what the deal is, why this is happening. Things have happened, I've just decided that this is what the universe wants, so this is what the universe is going to get, and I have found that the less impatient I am, the better things go for me. So I'm getting very close here, though. I've been doing a lot of house cleaning and house rearranging and moving stuff out of the house and cleaning up under the house. I have a concept for my house right now that sort of came to me a few weeks ago. Let me grab some tea here. And I'm going to be talking about it because I'm still formulating it in my mind, but it has helped motivate me to get stuff out of the house that wasn't being used on a regular basis. I did used to sell a lot of stuff online, especially dishes, so I had a lot of dishes under the house with the idea that I was either going to use them or sell them, and I did neither because they were under the house. It was hard to reach them, and entertaining out here is not something where I need, fancy stuff, especially where I live and how I live. The least fancy, the better. So I had a lot of that. So I've moved that out, and I'm just anything that I'm not using right now is leaving. I do have some stuff I've been given to sell, and I will be selling that. As soon as that's gone, maybe I'll go and retrieve a box of dishes from storage and start selling those. But I'm just not having all that stuff hang around here right now. I think I have been greatly influenced by many of my YouTube friends, including My Little Realities, Felicia, who is doing a complete home clean out, and I'm talking complete. Craft room, extra shed, everything. So she's always posting her updates. So Felicia, I am listening, I'm watching, I am observing, and definitely I'm doing the same thing. I think you have to come to this conclusion yourself, and you have to have kind of I don't know, a vision, I guess, a vision. I finally found my vision, and that's where I'm going. I'm also getting a mailbox. I have not had a mail address for a year now. I have a P.O. box. I've always had a P.O. box because my mailbox was on the highway. I live right by the highway, just down the hill, and it was right on the highway, and I never wanted important mail to go there anyway because it's too open. But I guess the post office decided about a year and a half ago that it was no longer safe for the mail person to deliver there because of the proximity to the highway, and maybe the highway's getting busier. It was a little like cutout area where he or she could pull in and the mailboxes were there, but it was pretty close to the traffic, and I guess they decided it just was not a good idea anymore, so they stopped delivering. I had them forward my mail to the P.O. box for about half a year. I figured I'd catch whoever I needed to catch who didn't already know about the P.O. box, and so far, and I was able to catch a couple of things. I don't know what else has come. It's been a while, but it is convenient to have a mailing address, an actual mailing address that is your house for whatever. So that is going to go back up. They're going to take my mailbox off of. It's still sitting there by the highway. Take it off. My neighbor built this adorable little like shelf thing. He's in the middle, and then there's one on each side for me and for another resident, and then they will just come down the road. There's already some mailboxes on the road, the frontage road to the highway, so this will just be one more stop. So I'm waiting for that to get done, and then I'll have a mailbox again. Even though all I get is junk mail in there. I did a little garden tour few weeks ago, and more stuff is coming up and coming out. I'm sitting here on the front porch looking at some of that flowering quince. It's always the first to come out. Beautiful coral color, and just little buds everywhere and action everywhere. I've been looking at the back and clearing out some of my herbs and things that were growing there, and everything's coming back. I fertilized over the winter, which I think helped a lot, even when the weather was bad and all that stuff. I've even planted some seeds outside. We'll see what happens. I've planted some seeds inside. They're all in the back room. I have the heat on there set to 50, but it doesn't seem to fall below 50 very often, so everything's okay there. I'm on the fence about grow lights. I have used grow lights in the past. I do have grow lights. So probably after I have this event and everyone's been in the house, out of the house, I'll probably set up some grow lights, and I might even order another set. I don't know. I feel that plants should kind of grow with the actual weather they're going to be living in, but it can't hurt. Our last frost is mid-May, so I guess I should use the grow lights. Just give everything a chance and then put it outside, and I'll match the grow light time to the sunlight time, so when they go outside they're kind of used to that amount of time, I guess. I think that's how it's done. Have my beds pretty much ready. Put in some soil. I put in some soil conditioner. I had some leftover chicken manure from last year. Just doing my thing. We've had some rain here and again some cold days, so I'm fitting that all in between those situations. Actually, as I look over, I see some blossoms on my plum tree. But along with the spring comes a lot of growth and a lot of stuff growing, then everything dries out, so I have to get the whole place mowed down probably in May. I found someone outstanding last year, and she's a young woman. It's her company, and she sends out folks to do it, and they did an amazing job at an amazing price. And what I like best about her is she's younger than I am by about 30 years. I am trying actively now to find vendors and doctors and people who are a lot younger than I am, because all of my vendors and medical people and everyone I've always counted on my whole life are starting to retire. So I don't want to go through this again, having to find new people or losing the ones I love. My primary care doctor of many years just retired, and it was the most shocking thing. So that's where it's at, the spring equinox. Equinoxy, we're kind of at the equinox, a little after. All is well, I'm feeling good, life is good, and I hope you are too. Thank you so much for watching.